Factory Striders, the new automaton giant dog AT-AT walking looking thing that is terrifying the first time you face one. But you can actually kill these in about 10 seconds if you understand their weak point. There are also primary weapons that can shoot its machine guns out. In this video, we're going to be showing off all of its weak points, mechanics, where and how often they spawn, and then showing every support weapon as well as a couple stratagems that are very effective against it. And a huge shout out to Hexary, who was always hanging out in my Discord. While I was running around with a ballistic shield, he figured out everything about this enemy and provided me with information as well as some of the clips in this video. So can you please comment down below W Hexary? And also just keep in mind, as always, there are tons of timestamps included in this video if you want to skip to your favorite support weapon to see how it fares against the Factory Strider. So be sure to like and subscribe, and let's go ahead and dive right in. So Factory Striders actually have several weak points and mechanics. The three destructible weapons they have are the cannon turret on top, the two fastest machine guns ever that will shred through you like no other, and then the actual factory part that spawns Devastators. Each of these three things can be destroyed and you can completely disable them. Now the cannon turret on top is probably the strongest cannon turret in the game. It requires a heavy penetration weapon and can be destroyed by any two rockets from the Expendable anti-tank, Recoilless Rifle, or Quasar Cannon. The spear can actually destroy it in one shot though. And the spear is kind of cool against this enemy because it actually seems to target its specific weak points. Now the machine guns on the front, the real deadliest weapon, can actually be destroyed by any medium penetrating primary weapon. Now currently the best option is the Dominator, which does it in about 4 to 5 shots to each turret. But the Slugger, the Counter Sniper, the Concussive Liberator, and the Senator can all also destroy them as well. But the Slugger is probably the only other viable option. Now, one thing that was strange to us is for some reason the Scorcher and impact grenades aren't really destroying these. I think you need a true medium armor penetration primary weapon to do it, and these seem like they don't have a weak point, so these explosives won't destroy them for some reason. And it's also worth pointing out that these machine guns can be destroyed by pretty much every support weapon, and support weapons probably destroy them the fastest, but it's nice to know that the Dominator and Slugger can do it pretty efficiently. And finally, the factory that spawns the Devastators can actually be disabled by taking out these big levers near the back legs. Now these work really weird, and what Hexary explained to me was that these require heavy penetration and take 2 rockets to destroy. However, while it's creating Devastators, you can actually shoot these while they're raised above the body with any medium penetrating support weapon. Now overall, it's really not worth disabling the factory generator because it's faster to just kill the whole Factory Strider, but it really is only worth taking out the cannon turret on top and the machine guns. Now, in general, in my own gameplay, I only take out the machine guns and I just dodge the cannon turret. And that's because the machine guns will absolutely kill you instantly. They are no joke. You're probably required to take these out before you kill the Factory Striders, but they are also the easiest to destroy. Now, the first weak point on the Factory Strider, and the most important one we should talk about, is the face. First off, its face is made of heavy armor, but it does have a hole in it that medium penetrating support weapons can shoot through. Now, if you shoot any 2 rockets from the EAT, Recoilless, or Quasar Cannon, it will crack the face armor, exposing the full weak spot. But it is absolutely faster and more efficient to just shoot any medium penetrating support weapon like the Autocannon, laser cannon, heavy machine gun, or anti-material rifle directly into its face hole. Now this face hole weak spot is actually the left eyeball plus this rectangular hole. You basically want to shoot between the eyes. Now the Factory Strider also has another weak point on its leg joints, the kneecap and the shoulder. You can shoot 2 rockets into these to expose the full weak point, but the kneecap has a spot on it that you can once again shoot medium penetrating support weapons into. Now for some reason it takes a bit longer to shoot this spot in the kneecaps, so ideally you just want to stick to its face, but this does exist and it's actually pretty cool that they added the charger leg idea onto the Factory Strider. You never know, maybe you have a clear shot on its knee for some reason but not its face, so keep in mind that this is possible to shoot. Next, I'll tell you guys where and how often they spawn per map, and I'm also going to be showing you guys clips of every single support weapon that can kill this enemy as well. I'll also be showing off the Autocannon Sentry and then a couple stratagems at the very end, and there probably is more stuff that can kill this, like barrages that I didn't show. But before we go into all of this, we need to talk about today's sponsor, Blazing Boost. Now, Blazing Boost provides the gaming community with professional services. In Helldivers 2, they offer currency farming, war bond leveling, and connecting you with a pro so you can understand and play the game at a higher level. They have over 34,000 reviews on Trustpilot and have been in the industry since 2012, and they have pro players available to play with you instantly. You can use code THICK8 to get 8% off of any of your orders, and I recommend clicking their link in the description if you're looking to level up your Helldiving. So factory striders only spawn at main objectives, bot outposts, minor point of interest, but the most frequent spawn is at the extraction when it has a bot outpost on it. So when you look at your minimap and the extraction has a red circle on it, they're almost always there. That's actually how I found them easily for this testing, and then I Alt F4'd out of the game to reset the same exact map and test it over and over again. Now, in all of mine and Hex Ares testing, we never found one at a side objective. It's probably possible they can spawn there, we just didn't find one. But there's also only ever one per map in all of our testing, and they also don't spawn every single mission. They only spawn once about every 3 or 4 missions. Now, I just want to point out that personally, now that I know how to kill these, and these are actually pretty easy to kill, I would love to see them up the spawn rate tremendously. Maybe don't spawn these as much as Bile Titans, since these do create Devastators, but at least put 2 or 3 of these per mission, because these are really fun to fight against. I'd even love to fight 2 of these at the same time because of how crazy it would probably get, but that's just my 2 cents on the matter. And now we can finally go into all of the clips of every support weapon that can kill these things. Keep in mind, I did destroy the cannon turret on the top, and I destroyed the machine guns. That way I could do this easier. But like I said in my normal games, when I run into these, I really only kill the machine guns. And these clips will also be slightly edited just to keep the video a bit shorter and keep it to the point. I'll be putting text commentary over these as well. Some support weapons are particularly good at taking out the machine guns, and there's just other random tips for these support weapons. So enjoy the rest of the video. god. Oh, Jesus Christ, bro. I've never been that is the furthest I've ever been alive.
Sending down Sentry.
Boss, southwest, 50 meters.